It's good to see you.
What is up, you guys? This is all day one on the PS4, and I'm going to be giving you a character's best in slot video. So this character is going to be for obviously Scarlet Witch. Also like to give a shout out to Jameer Stone for giving me this suggestion for this idea. For this best in slot videos, or for all of these best in slot videos, they'll be pretty short, hopefully. I'll just be going over the best medallions, legendary items, and artifacts to use. I'll also be telling you where to get these specific medallions, artifacts, and whatnot. So let's go ahead and start off with the legendary items.
I do not
Top 4
believe
legendary
this
items would be
meeting
the
is a
Golden Bow of
coincidence.
Apollo, Warlock's Eye, Twilight, and the Ultimate Nullifier. The reason why you want Golden Bow is because, I mean, rank 3 and 5 are actually really good, and you are also a range-based character, so you have the increase in range powers, and you get the crit hit from range powers as well. And the 10% attack speed is always, like, attack speed is always good to have. That's not a stat you want to prioritize into, but if you get it, then it's nice to have. For Warlock's Eye, obvious reasons, because you're magic based, so you gain increase in magic powers. You gain 200 to your resources, 20% duration, 1500 crit hit to your magic powers, 5% chance when you hit to attack enemies with ancient magic for 5000 damage twice per second. That's not like incredibly good or whatever. On paper it sounds good, but when you actually use it, it's like okay. So Twilight is a really good one to use as well if you focus a lot on your ultimate powers, and if you focus a lot on your ultimate powers, because your signature is obviously going to be doing one shots against your enemies, but ultimate power, if you have a nice cooldown on it for the like, what's it called, the ultimate power upgrades, and once you get that to 20 minutes, rank 20, you can the 7-minute cooldown. It drops from 10 minutes to 7 minutes. Um, so yeah, if you get that, you gain a big. That means you can start not spamming your ultimate power, but you'll have a 2-minute downtime of your ultimate power with this buff. Well, it's a 20-second buff. You get a 1000 crit hit and brutal strike rating, and 1000 damage versus bosses, which is all those are really good to have. And then it's a 20-second duration, 5-minute cooldown, but you'll also have a extra 2-minute cooldown downtime because of the 7 minutes. So Ultimate Nullifier, the reason why this is a really good one to have in general is because you get 6000 extra brutal damage, and that means you wouldn't have to primarily focus on brutal damage on your gear. You can put crit damage or crit hit or brutal strike or whatever. So, but the one I'm using, I'm going with Warlock's Eye, and then if not Warlock's Eye, I would go with Golden Bow of Apollo. If not that, then Twilight or Ultimate Nullifier. Those two are like neck and neck. But Warlock's Eye and Golden Bow of Apollo are the two best ones for Scarlet Witch. So the next one we're gonna go with or go over is your medallions. So Malekith medallion, Grim Reaper medallion, Castellus medallion, and Pyro medallion are all four of the best medallions to use for Scarlet Witch. Malekith, because whenever you attack with your magic abilities, since all of your abilities are magic based, anytime you deal any magic damage, you gain 150 health. So anytime it does damage, not anytime you use it, it's anytime it does damage. So when you drop a Chaos Rift, every tick gives you 150 health. Grim Reaper is a really good one to use as well, even though Scarlet Witch already has 2 abilities that can one-shot enemies. She can use this as well. Any of her abilities that she uses has a 2% chance to vanquish enemies, so they'll disappear as well. It's just like using Chaos Rift when that's at full Chaos energy, or using your signature. So it's just the same thing, but you have a 2% chance with any other ability. Castellus Medallion is a great one to use if you're looking to do more damage, just more general damage, because it increases your base magic damage whenever you deal magic damage, and it's a 0.5-second cooldown, so you can basically keep it up all the time. And then the last medallion is the Pyro Medallion. Your ranged attacks ignite enemies on fire for 95-82 physical damage over 3 seconds and take 10% extra damage from fire powers. So I don't know if that will affect for your allies that are fire based, but that doesn't really matter because what matters is that you have all of your abilities are range based. So that means anytime you deal damage, you do 9582 damage over time for 3 seconds. So that right there is going to help you a lot more. That actually does more damage than what the Warlock's Eye does on rank 5. So now for your artifacts, there are there are 6 different artifacts here. There's the Gem of Curse, which you can get from Odin's Palace, and there's a Hand of Doom, which you can get from Castle Doom, modified or the Broken Crown, which you get from finishing Loki. You beat Loki, and then you collect it from the final guy, or whatever. And then the other one is Amulet of Agamotto, which you can get from any enemy. They just drop the random artifacts. The Advanced Reserve Electrical Generator, which I believe is from, I want to say Electro. I really want to say Electro, but it's between Electro and Shocker, but I believe Shocker drops the Vibral Smashers. And then the last one is the Cargo's Rewrites, which I don't think you can actually pick this up from anyone except from the shield supply boxes. So, but the 3 that I'm wearing right now are going to be your best options to use because, well, the Gem of Curse is going to be giving you all 4 out of the 5 main main DPS stats: your crit damage, crit hit, brutal strike, and brutal damage. And then if you get lucky and get the cosmic Gem of Curse, whatever, then you can get the attributes. All your attributes are increased by 1 when you're in combat. So that right there, you technically have all 5 stats. And then Hand of Doom gives you both of your main attributes, intelligence and energy, as well as giving you crit hit and brutal strike, and the 3% chance to electrocute enemies fit for 5,910 energy damage when you hit. And then the Broken Crown gives you +4 intelligence, or 1 to 4 I guess, but it gives you intelligence, which is your main attribute right there. That's 16% to your base damage. And you also gain magic power damage, and you're a magic based character. When your health drops below 30%, you become invisible and summon a horde of Loki illusions, which means you don't get attacked anymore. Your enemies just stop hitting you, which is nice to have. It's a 30-second cooldown. You also gain crit hit and brutal strike. And then for Amulet of Agamotto, that would be the next. Well, any of these 3 would be the best options to use. It doesn't really matter in which order. I would probably use the Cargo's Rewrites over these 2 just because that's a plus 24% base damage increase, because you're getting plus 12% from your intelligence, another 12% from your energy. So that's right there alone by itself right there is really good. The Reserve Electrical Generator is good because you get plus 12% base damage increase from that 3 energy, and the extra resource, the extra chaos energy. The extra chaos energy isn't like great or whatever. You don't necessarily need extra chaos energy, but the percentage reduction is really nice. The 8.3% chaos energy cost reduction is really good to have. And then +3 chaos energy on hit for 8 seconds, or when you critically hit, you get +3 chaos energy on hit for 8 seconds, stacks up to 3 times. When you reach 3 stacks, you gain 411 crit damage rating for 8 seconds. And then when you drop below 25% max chaos energy, you gain 30 spirit recovery for 16 seconds, 30-second cooldown. The last one would be Advanced Amulet of Agamotto. You get +1 intelligence, and then you gain the extra magic damage. This right here is what actually saved me from on a lot of my characters. So I basically would use this if I had extras. I mean, I had extras, but I would use this on characters that weren't even magic based or even used intelligence on their main attribute. I would use it because of that extra. Because of this, when your health drops below 50%, negate half of all incoming damage for 10 seconds. And that right there helps you a whole lot. Plus you get extra defense and attack speed. So yeah, if you have a character that isn't magic based or uses intelligence, that doesn't matter. I mean, it does matter. Obviously, that'll help. That'll be a plus. But if you're trying to find more survivability, then this is a good artifact to use for survivability.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm
But
teaming up
that
with
is
the one and only
really
Spider-Man.
about it about for Scarlet Witch and her best in slots. And yeah, if you have any questions or whatnot, go ahead and put it down in the comment sections. If you like the video, go ahead and like it. If you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe. If you have any suggestions on who you want to see, what other characters you want to see next, I guess, go ahead and put it down in the comment section. I'm still working on, like, I believe like 12 more characters or like 8 more characters to get to 60 and through Cosmic. But other than that, I have most of my, I'll just go ahead and show you. I have about every one of these characters are through Cosmic except for Beast, Panther, Ghost Rider, Luke Cage, and Star-Lord. Yeah, that's about it. That's not through Cosmic. And then you have the rest of these guys that aren't through Cosmic because they're not level 60. But other than that, you know, I'll be glad to post more. I will be posting more anyways. It doesn't matter regardless. But yeah, if you liked it, like it. If you want to see more, subscribe. If you have questions, if you have any other artifacts and whatnot, any other best of slots that you would think is good for Scarlet, go ahead and put it down in the comment section. This is all day, any day one on the PS4. Have a good day, good night, and peace.